Good morning. Welcome back. It's day 3, Wednesday, of our Dream Builders workshop where I'm inviting you to dream with me. I have gotten out my notebook, I've got my pens, because all the things, and candles for sure make me feel like I'm in the mood to think about my life. Today we're going to be talking about relationships, and I want you to dream about what you want, what you need, to be thankful for what you have and mindful of what you desire. Relationships may seem for some of you like a silly place to dream, but it's not, because you were created for relationship. You were created for community. You were created for connection. In Genesis 1:26 and 27, when God made man, he said, let's make man in our image, because God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit coexist together in harmony and love all the time. And even when man was by himself, it didn't take long before God said, you know what? It's not good for him to be alone. Let's create someone to be with him, a friend, a partner, a helper. So you were never designed to be alone. And when you think about a life that matters, in fact, there have been so many essays that have been written about people who, as they near the end of their life, they don't regret spending time with the people that matter. They don't regret relationship. They don't regret investment in others or the investment that others have made in them. And so work will go away, money will go away, and many things that we spend our time on every day will go away. But relationships, that's what happens when you live life well. You pour in and let other pour into you. And so thinking about and dreaming about the kinds of relationships that you want in your life, or what you want out of the relationships that you have, you should dream about that. You should think about it. You should identify it. And if you haven't, well, I'm inviting you to do that with me today. Now, if you're just now watching this for the first time, I'm inviting you in to watch me, join me as I dream, as I think, as I plan. I do all this kind of stuff in the inner circle all the time, asking good questions, making people think, encouraging, supporting. But it's the end of the year. And so no matter when you're watching this, I wanted to, as an offering to you, as an encouragement to you, no matter where you are or how you found me, to give you an invitation to dream. And today we're dreaming and thinking about our relationships with people and relationships with the God who made us. So let me just invite you into this space with our first question for today. Now, if you're joining me and you don't have your notebook in your hand, that's okay. Just come back to this later. Get your notebook when you have a moment, light your candle, get in your spot. But I'm in my kitchen, because it's in my kitchen that I enjoy and pour into relationships that matter to me. My relationship with God, and my relationship with my family, and my relationship with friends. So here's your first question for today. I want you to think about the key people in your life. I want you to think about the people that fill you up, the people that give you energy, the people that you're excited to spend time with. I want you to think about the people that drain you, the people that you either have to or feel obligated to spend time with or pour into or allow them to be in your presence. And I just want you to make a list of those people. And next to that, I want you to write how they make you feel. That's part A. The other part is, once you've run out of the people that are actually in your life, I want you to keep going and keep dreaming about the people you want in your life. Do you need a good friend? Do you need a good mentor? Do you feel called to mentor someone else? So what this is going to look like for me is, my husband is in my life. He fills me. My children are in my life. They fill me. When I think about who I would like in my life, I need to assemble a strong advisory board in my life, some women to mentor me, and I have a list of them in my head by name. So start with what you have, identify how they make you feel, and then keep the list going. Who do you need or want in your life? Dream about your relationships. You ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, how'd it go? I actually forgot to tell you about one rule of engagement. I'll remind you about it if you have been here before today. Try to keep writing, even when you run out of things to say or people to talk about, just write. Here's why. Because sometimes what you write down will shock you. It might be glaringly honest. And writing down who drains you or fills you, nobody has to see this but you. You can burn it when you're done or shred it. But being honest with yourself and writing, continuing to write, is super important. So hopefully you were able to get it all out. Here's your next question for today. We're still thinking about relationships because we were created for connection. How do you need people to show up for you right now? Who do you need to show up for you right now? I want you to think about what you need. You're probably already caring for other people, doing things for other people. Who do you need to show up for you, and in what way? How do you need them to show up? What do you need them to do? That's part one. What do you need? Two is, how do you need to show up for other people? How would you like to show up for other people? Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you wish you could. Maybe you live closer. Maybe you wish you had more money. Whatever it is, we're dreaming, remember? There is no limit. So what do you need? What do you want from other people? And how would you like to pour out yourself to other people and give of yourself to the people that are in your life or that you'd like to be in your life? So it's time to write the next question. Pick up your pen and let's get to it. Okay, how are you feeling? How's it going? Remember, just keep writing. The longer you write, the more you write, the more you sit there and think about what you really want and how you really feel, the more honest you will be. There is power in writing it down. So we're still thinking about relationships. Are you ready for your third question? Okay. I want you to think about your love life. Let's be very specific here. I want you to think about your marriage. I want you to think about the person you're dating. I want you to think about the person you hope to date. So there are three categories of people who are here. You are either married, you are in a committed relationship, or you are desirous of a committed relationship. So I want you to think about what you have that you want and what you want that you don't have. Because I want you to be grateful for the person that you're married to. But I also want you to be honest about the things that you wish you had, because this is a basis for you being honest with you so that you can be honest with your partner. If you are not in a married relationship, think about these same questions, because y'all, some of us, we are ignoring what we really want because we're so grateful that we have somebody, but you're not really being honest about what you want. So what have you dreamed about having in a partner, in a dating relationship, and boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever you are? And what do you already have that you're grateful for? So I want you to think, remember when we were little girls and we used to write a list of the things that we wanted? This is your time, real time, to still make that list. And if you don't have a boo, that's okay. I want you to make a list of what you want. How tall should he be? What should he look like? How much does he weigh? Where does he work? Where does he live? All the things. And if you have a list already, this is a great time to refresh it. The bottom line is you are in a relationship. You are going to change and grow. Your relationship is going to change and grow. And in order for it to be what you want, you have to know what you want while you're also grateful for what you have. So are you ready now to write it down? Okay. What do you have that you're grateful for? And what do you want? What do you dream of that you need to be honest about? Okay. Listen, I know if you're being honest here, some of the things that you are writing down, you may feel bad about, you may feel sad about, you may feel glad about it because you already have it. But I just want you to know this is not about bashing anybody or being ungrateful. It's about being honest, because you can't even be honest in your relationships. You can't even decide what you want to work on in the upcoming months and in the upcoming year if you're not clear about what it is that you want. You can't communicate to your spouse or to the person you're dating, or even think clearly when you meet somebody about whether or not they meet your criteria if you haven't identified it for yourself. Sometimes the only way, especially if you're looking for somebody to love, the only way that you really see what you want is if you have identified what you wanted before it arrived. So that way, when that person arrives, it clear as a bell, you recognize them. Okay, so we've been writing about relationships, but I want to go back to where we started. I talked about God and you being created for relationship. And while we are created for connection and community and relationship with other people, we were first created for connection with God Himself. And so I want to take some time right now to think about where you are with God. I want you to be honest about where you are, but I want you to dream about what would it look like if you were in, or if you were experiencing real deep communion and community with God, like having your prayers heard, for example, knowing and having faith, not worrying. What would it look like if you were the kind of Christian that you want to be? How often would you be in the Word? Would you have confidence? I mean, dreaming about what it looks like for you to be in a solid place with God, it's allowed. So I want you to do the same thing we've been doing. Where are you with God? Make a list. Be honest. How you feel about your relationship with God. Are you satisfied? Are you happy? Are you upset with God? Are you afraid that He's upset with you? Be honest about the state of your relationship, and then think, if I was in a solid place, if my relationship, if spiritually and soulfully, I was in the right place with God Himself, what would that look like? How would I live? How would I engage? Because if we can't start with dreaming about our relationship with God, we really can't start with having healthy dreaming about other people too. So, you ready? Okay, let's do it. Okay. Hopefully, you're not too tired of writing. I can promise you from having done this over and over again in my life, taking the time to write down where you are, what you have, and what you want is the foundation for dreaming. And when I think about thinking about my relationships and what I want out of life, I y'all, even when we ended just now, just thinking about my relationship with the Lord, the majority of the time, because if I tell the truth, if I want to really talk to Jesus and study my Bible, if I do it in the bed, which is where I want to do it, or if I want to pray on my knees, which is sometimes where I want to do it, because spiritual people pray on their knees, I'm going to go to sleep, y'all. I'm going to go to sleep. So most frequently where I am spending time with God is right here at this kitchen table. Most frequently where I am having a deep and intentional conversation with my husband is right here at the kitchen table. When we are having a family meeting, it's right here at the kitchen table. For birthday parties, we are gathered right here at the kitchen table. When my friends come over for coffee, we're right here at the kitchen table. So much of my relational happening, my relational story happens in the kitchen. So it was the appropriate place for me to sit here today and think about who I have, who I need, who I want to have, who the people that I love, what they need from me, and what I need to be thinking about in terms of my relationship with God if I want to have a deep and intentional relationship with Him. My hope is that you understand the value of your kitchen table, and that whatever notebook, candle, set of pens, Bible, hot piping drink you have, that you can sit down here at any time to develop the meaningful relationships that you've written about today. And when you realize that they're not meeting your need, or that there's a desire that you have, to spend more time at your kitchen table writing it down. Okay, so this was day 3. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'll have more questions for you then. But before I leave you, I want to make sure that you are aware of some very important things. This week, as you already know, is Dreaming Week, and we're making the space because so many people have said, Chrystal, you talk about dreaming and visioning all the time, but I don't know how to do it. So this is me showing you how to do it. But a dream without a plan is just a wish. So while this is the Dream Builders Workshop, next week I have a VIP experience to continue dream building and to make the plan for all the things we're dreaming of. But there are only 2 types of people who are going to be able to attend that and who are actually my VIPs. One are my inner circle girls. So these are the girls who are a part of my membership. They are not only the sister circle. If you're here and you're a girl and you love Jesus, you are in the sister circle, because the sister circle is a concept. But the inner circle girls are a part of the sister circle who not only support the work that I do, but get more from me. More teaching, more encouragement, more coaching, more courses, more community for growth. And so we're going to be planning together next week, and not just thinking about our dreams, but actually using the full circle planner and all the pieces in it to make sure we know where we're going next year and how to make our dreams a reality. The second group of people that will be my VIPs for next week are those that have the planner, because I have some girls who've bought the planner and are not in the membership, and some girls who are in the membership who don't yet have the planner. And both of those girls are going to be welcome as my VIPs next year to take our dreams and make them an actual plan that we can work on. Because listen, you can dream all day, but if you have not decided how you're going to make these dreams come to pass to the degree that you can, you'll be here at the end of next year still dreaming about the same old things. And I don't want you to just sit with your dreams. I want you to partner with God in making them a reality. All right, y'all, I'll see you tomorrow. But if you want to make sure that you can continue this journey with me next week to be a VIP, simply go to crystalevanshurst.com/dream for more information about joining the inner circle or grabbing your planner while they last. All right, y'all, I'll see you tomorrow.